everyone, this is Esateys. Today I'm going to speak about 6 easy steps to becoming thinner and maintaining it without counting calories. Did you know that over 1/3 of the population is overweight or obese in the United States? Do you know how many people that I have coached with, which is thousands, that 99% of them would like to lose some kind of weight or change their weight parameters? Did you know that the weight issue is really becoming a pandemic and it is really hurting our overall health in our world? And did you know that a big portion of that is because we do not know how to shop, and we are being fed foods that are filled with additives that create us becoming very addicted to sugar and carbohydrates and things of that nature. So some of it isn't even your fault, so to speak. But there are things that you can do, and I'm going to give you some very simple steps today to help you do it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to tell you that these steps actually came about from my sister, who was desiring to shed some pounds and do some things differently, but she didn't want to go on any of these major diets and count calories and do all these things. So I made some suggestions to her, and in following this, in about 10 or 15 days, she lost 15 pounds. And she realized that it wasn't just about what it was that she thought it was about a lifestyle change. And that's really what I would like you to hone in on, is not just doing a quick fix, but really changing the way that you think about food and the way you think about feeding yourself and the lifestyle that will help you maintain what it is that you truly want. So the first easy step is to eat real food only. Eat real food. That means it doesn't come in a package. It means it doesn't have additives. It means you don't pick up a package and read ingredients. It means that it is just food that came out of the ground or off of a tree or off of a bush or somewhere like that. It's, as some people call it, God's natural nutrition. The second thing is that when you go to the grocery store, the way you're going to be able to know how to get these things is to shop in the perimeter of the grocery store. If you've ever noticed in the grocery store, the dairy, the fruits, the vegetables, all of these things, even the meat and the fish are all in the perimeter. And what's in the center? The center is all those cans and all those packages and all those crackers and all those cakes and all those candies and all those things that are all centered and clustered in the eye of the storm, so to speak, which is where you do not want to step. Because in that moment, it is going to pull you into those taste buds that are going to want to pull up those addictions. So shop only in the outer perimeter of the store. These are really simple. So you know that you're going to eat only real food, and you are only going to shop in the perimeter of the store. Another thing that you can do in regard to what it is that you're eating or how you're eating is only use a small plate. A small plate, not a real big plate, but a small plate. And when you can fill it up, you feel like you're getting a lot of food. In addition to that, put your fork down in between each bite and chew it thoroughly. That means a minimum of 20 times. Ideally, make it until it's liquid. The next thing you're going to do is drink a lot of water. If you're hungry, drink 20 ounces of water. And drink a minimum of pure, filtered, or alkaline, or spring water, not the stuff that comes out of the tap, please. And you drink a minimum of a 1/2 ounce per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you drink 100 ounces of water a day. And you can use that to fill up the stomach, because when the stomach starts feeling like it is hungry, a lot of times it's just that hydrochloric acid getting really gurgly. And when you drink the water, it'll help quiet that down, and it will help take away your hunger, and because it will dilute that hydrochloric acid. The fifth thing is to exercise. And exercise, I know some of you may be going, I don't want to exercise and all that kind of stuff. But it's important, because weight has everything to do. It's a very simple formula. You take in more calories than you burn off, you gain weight. You take in less calories than you burn off, you lose weight. It's very simple. This whole thing is very simple. So what you are eating, and we could get into this more deeply, and perhaps in another time we will, where we can get into the way your body burns and the type of body you have and all of that. But I want this to be really simple for you today. So that means that you are going to get up and a minimum, and I do mean a minimum, 3 times a week, you get up and do a minimum of 30 minutes of exercise. Now, if you do 15, that's better than not doing it. But in the ideal world, you do 45 to 60 minutes. And in the more ideal world, you do this like 5 or 6 times a week. And that will make a very big difference. First of all, it will increase your endorphins and you're going to feel so much better. It will help change your metabolism, so you'll be burning off that food that you're eating so much more efficiently. And the last thing that I'm going to share with you today is keeping a daily log. That means you write down every single bite of what goes in that mouth. Every single bite. And you can get a journal and write it down. And if you ate 3 almonds, you write down 3 almonds. You do not cheat. Don't do that to yourself. It's only about you. And if you go back in the kitchen at night, write it down. The importance of this is that you have awareness. It keeps you present to what's really happening in your mindset and the way that you are living your life. So if you follow these 6 simple rules, you will find that your entire system will shift, your metabolism, your attitude, your confidence, everything's going to improve. So let's remember it. You're going to eat only real food. You're only going to shop in the perimeter of the store. You are going to use a small plate, chew to liquid, and put your fork down. The 5th thing is you're going to drink a ½ ounce of water per pound of weight, and drink water when you feel hungry. The other thing is you're going to exercise a minimum of 30 minutes 3 times a week. And the last but not the least is that you're going to keep a daily log. So that's what will make a difference. I would so appreciate you getting back to me and letting me know how this is working for you, because I'm going to be doing a lot more on health these days because I'm having a lot of inquiries about that. And I'd love to know how this is working for you. So here's what I'm requesting today. If you would like support with this, if you'd like support with your relationships, your love life, your money, your children, your health, anything, I'm open to taking some new clients now. I was not doing that for a while, and now I am. So if you'd like to know more about my coaching, please private message me, and I will be more than delighted to get back to you and help you with whatever it is. Hi, Hillary. So here's your question for the day. What would it take for me to follow through with greater health for myself? What would it take for me to follow through to have greater health for myself today? Until next time, feel a hug.